Pandering Male Epidemic by 4D Shams. I don't know about y'all, but I became aware of this generation's, I think, men's guides to blowing up quick on the internet is just saying the shit that bitches want to hear, saying the shit that women want to hear. You know what I'm saying? I necessarily don't agree with it because it enables foolishness on both ends. You know what I'm saying? But these niggas is pandering. We're gonna see how it came about. Why is this the go-to content strategy now all of a sudden? Let's go.
Boys want to get to know you. Men want to know what your Cash App and Zelle is. Know the difference, ladies, when one is speaking to you. It's quite simple.
See, and look, that's a terrible start. We're you know what I'm saying? We're rigging the game the wrong way. This nigga just said, wait, let's go back.
What your Cash App and Zelle is. Know the
difference.
Let's go back. Boys want to get to know you.
Boys want to get to know you. A boy is want to get to know. A person that's interested in dating you wants to get to know you, right?
Men want to know what your Cash App and Zelle is.
Men want to pay you off rip. Men want to give you finances off rip. And it's crazy because women want this. They prefer this. This is why they see men as a means of a financial institution. They see men as a financial asset, not as a partner. People don't want partners no more. People want fucking walking cash apps, walking bank departments. People want walking deposits. That's what they want.
Know the difference, ladies, when one is speaking to you. It's quite simple. When you first meet a woman, you should be spending money. I don't want to hear your fucking excuse why you don't. If you cannot send Zelles, pay for her nails to get done and hair done before a first date, or pay for some Shein items or Fashion Nova, you should not be fucking dating.
My thing is, though, do these people really believe this? Like, are you really living like this? Like certain shit like this, I take everything on social media with a grain of salt, right? Because it's social media. It's not real. It's very unlikely that you come across people that think like this in your everyday life. Now, they exist. They do. I'm not saying they don't exist, but it's very rare that you come across people that really think like this, that really live like this. Now, I believe just the look on this brother's face, he's too far gone. Maybe this is his lifestyle. Maybe this is the type of wavelength that he's on, where he got himself into a successful place in life. Kudos to you. And you know how you choose to celebrate being successful in life. You know how you choose to live your life after becoming successful, giving away money to people that haven't earned it. You know what I'm saying? Imagine working so hard in your life to the point where you make six figures, or you're making good money, and you're just willingly giving it away. Just because you think a bitch is pretty, just because you think a bitch look good, you don't want nothing else from her, which I don't believe, because a lot of these niggas, that's why they doing it. That shit is a down payment. That's a down payment for future endeavors. I think that's the word, right? It's a down payment. That's what these niggas are doing. They're rigging the game, and they're giving these bitches money just in hopes down the line, she might fuck me. She may fuck me. Please fuck me. I gave you 50 to do your nails that day. I paid for your Chipotle this day. I'm paying. I got your rent payment coming up at the end of the month. Please fuck me. Please. Like, that's what these niggas are doing. They're rigging the game.
What does a woman want to hear? Her Cash App and Zelle? And what's her full name and birthday? Book her a trip. If you really want her, do something different. Stop asking her to the movies or the dinner. She can drive there herself. Do something no one else is asking her for. Take her on fucking vacation, you cheap, broke bastards.
Yeah, I know. It sounds nice. It sounds great even. But that clown got exposed for abusing both of his baby mothers and not taking care of his kids.
Yeah, low-key, he looked like the type that beat bitches. The moment he put that bread in your pocket and you don't do what he say, he looked like he lay hands. I ain't want to say it, you know what I'm saying? But hey.
Roll the clip. And for anyone wondering, this is some of his work. You see, for the longest period now, there's been this cycle that's been reoccurring on the internet. A male influencer will get online and post some videos where he's hitting all the right notes. He's saying all the right things. Things that might be unrealistic. Things that most of the time are too good to be true. How do I put this? They're selling a fantasy. These con artists, these predators who prey on women's desperation, are the most dangerous breed of animal. And yes, I'm calling them animals. The animal in question being a pander bear. They're panderers. Guys like Pastor Poppy Don. Yeah. They take the approach of appealing to a woman's desire for financial stability, a caretaker, someone who, when she's with, money isn't a problem. Matter of fact, this dream guy goes out of his way to spend his money on her, buying her lavish gifts, booking trips, allowing her to experience these luxury experiences. Brief intermission, y'all. I got an opportunity for you. If you've ever wished that payday came sooner, this might actually using my finances.
Gives birth 150,000 every year after that into the
Man says he pays his wife 150,000 every time she gets pregnant, and 150,000 a year per child until they turn 18.
child's 18. Her hair done once a week, nails done once a week, makeup done whenever she wants to, shopping sprees around the world, anywhere she wants to shop at and buy whatever she wants. Her finances is not maintained. She's not allowed to pay for any bills, open any doors, or take out any trash.
100,000. Say I love you.
Like, recording this shit is like I could see if this was your life, but like honestly I couldn't see it. But like, I understand, because there's some people that live like this. There's some women that want this life. There's some men that want to provide this life. There's nothing wrong with being a provider, but my whole thing is when you make your online presence this, like, why are we recording a transaction? Like, why are, like, this, that's what this is. Like, giving somebody money just to give them money because the cameras are on, that's this lame to me. It's lame nigga shit to me. But like, respectfully so, like, you know what I'm saying? They got a system. This is how their family works. This is how their family runs. She's getting paid 150,000 to have a child a year or whatever bullshit that they got going on. I don't know.
Another 100,000 because I appreciate your loyalty. Another 100,000 because you're an excellent mother.
Oh.
Like, imagine being a nigga just sitting here just recording this shit. Like, just imagine.
And 50,000 just in case you want to splurge on me or something.
Oh,
They say though, it's not tricking if you got it, but I disagree, nigga. That shit is tricking regardless. Like, granted, that's your wife, that's your woman, that's your partner, that's somebody that you hold value. You see value in that person. You hold that person dearly to your heart. I get it, but it's like, damn.
brother, just how performative can you be? And look, I already
Exactly.
know what some of you guys are thinking. Some of the stuff he's saying doesn't sound too crazy. If you truly are in love with your lady and you're a chivalrous man, these things will probably come naturally to you. But you see, the
100%.
thing that makes this guy so distasteful is that he tries to shame regular men for not being ultra wealthy. He talks in a way that emasculates them.
How much money should a man have before he gets
Oh, this is him. Okay.
into a relationship?
At minimum, a man should have 300,000 US dollars in his savings account. But if you really want to step into the real leagues when men are handling their business, you should have at least 1 million to 3 million in your savings account before you even entertain a woman, period.
So by this guy's logic,
I mean, I don't disagree like that. Before, because I ain't gonna lie, relationships are expensive. Now, do I think you need to be in a financial, you know what I'm saying, a financial class above everybody else just to feel love? No, that's silly. That's stupid. You're gonna miss out on hella good relationships, hella good connections, hella good energy that could just be in your life because you feel as though, oh, I don't have $1 million, I can't date. I don't have 500,000, I can't date. No, nigga, you don't. The dating requirements, they should never be financial. It should never be financial. Now, I get what he's saying, because when you're in a relationship, you're gonna want to go out. You're gonna want to get your partner gifts. You're gonna want to spend money. Like, it happens whether you want to or not. you're going to spend money whether you want to or not. When you're in a relationship, on both ends, that's how it should be. You're gonna spend money. So I see what you get on that aspect, but in order for you to even feel like you're qualified to be in a relationship, you gotta have a X amount of funds. That's stupid. That's stupidity. Like, if cash wasn't even a thing, would this logic make sense? Would this idea make sense if cash wasn't a thing? And then he said USD. There's so many people who are just naturally in love throughout the world who aren't in America, who don't give a fuck about finances, because love has nothing to do with finances. Real unwavering, real undying, real connection, real, you know what I'm saying? We locked in. It does. Money is not something that should play a heavy factor in that. It shouldn't.
the average man should have multiple six figures saved up. And then if we really want to meet his standard, if we really want to be real men, we gotta have multiple millions of dollars saved up. Do you know how doomed society would be if we all operated under this logic? because the average man doesn't even start making 6 figures a year until like their late 20s, early to mid 30s. And then you want to talk about men being millionaires? The average man doesn't start touching that type of wealth until their late 30s, early to mid 40s and above. And we're not even considering things like inflation. $1 million a couple decades ago isn't $1 million today. Like, depending on where you live, $1 million will definitely not afford you anything fancy. And this,
I ain't gonna lie, like, I used to think like $1 million you set for, now in some cases, like you said, depending on where you live, you'll be able to manage the money better. But say if you choosing to live in a place like Miami or Cali and you got $1 million, kiss that shit goodbye in like a few years. Especially if you really trying to live like that, like you trying to live like a millionaire, as opposed to living below your means and maintaining that money. Gang, kiss that shit goodbye, because like you said, the economy is so fucked, inflation is so fucked. $1 million back then is it doesn't hold the same value today. It doesn't.
Genius somehow wants to make the argument that we shouldn't even entertain women until we have that type of money. And I think the one clip that cemented in my mind that this guy is definitely a panderer, he's a pander bear, is this clip.
Date them all and make the best provider win. And the only men that have a problem with this are the manipulators, the narcissists, the compulsive liars, the men that want you to provide for them. And to the women that say, well, I can't juggle 5 men at a time. You are dealing with a complete narcissist. This man had 5 different personalities. Every day you woke up, you see a different version of this man. You can date a different man every day of the week. Date every single one of them and may the best provider win.
But like that's such toxic ideology, because like society today has made dating this game where you're pinning people against people. Are fucking humans. We're not pawns in a wheel. We're not options. We're not, you know what I'm saying? We're not this guy has this guy has that, this woman has this woman has that. You know what I'm saying? We're fucking humans. Like this is not the Hunger Games for love. Unfortunately, this is not. But this rhetoric that he's spewing doesn't even make sense, because he sounds like all the things that he's warning them against. Like only a man who can spot the flaws and weakness in female ideology and exploit them for views and financial gain. You know what I'm saying? That's a manipulator. That's a narcissist. Brother, you're speaking about yourself. You're making videos dedicated to a group of people that have these foolish ideals that are growing and ruining the dating market, and you know what you're doing. You know what I'm saying? I guarantee niggas around him, if you know him personally, if you're talking to him off camera, he don't feel like this. I genuinely don't feel like he feels like this. You know what I'm saying? I don't. I just think that he's like, this is what you say. You look, if you're a man and you're trying to grow your platform and you look semi-decent, like you look handsome, you're attractive. All you got to do is pander, and the women are going to agree. All you got to do is agree with 2026 women ideology, and don't play both sides. Don't give advice to men either. Just stick to women are right, ladies. If he's not doing this, get rid of him. If you not chasing this as a woman, you're behind the game and the dating game. You need to be doing this. You need to have a man for this. You need to have a man for that. Like men, this is how men are growing their platforms. This is how. They're just fucking, they're aiding retarded female ideology. Like, not even, yeah, I'm gonna put it on them, because this is a lot of men aren't saying you need to have 100,000, a 6-figure career, this, that, just to date me. Men aren't saying that. Like, men are being forced to take what they could get, because a lot of the women are fucking up the dating market because they're listening to goofballs like this.
This isn't sweet talk, pander talk, telling women what they want to hear type of talk. I don't know what is. Because look, I can respect someone who dishes it out to both genders equally. But when it's so obvious that you're trying to gain favoritism from one gender, your intentions become clear as day. And look, I already know what some of you guys might be thinking. This is all internet BS. There's no way anyone would actually buy into this sort of thinking. Well, ladies and gentlemen, you'd be absolutely wrong. You see, all a guy has to do is get online and make this sort of video.
Y'all know it's niggas out here really buying girls food, paying girls rent, real deal, paying for girls beauty maintenance, real deal, like real deal. I'm niggas.
Loser. He didn't say nothing. He repeated the same sentence fucking 4 or 5 times. Bro, he repeated the same thing 4 or 5 times. Like, shut up.
I'm niggas. Stay legendary.
And then you'll have women in the comments eating it up. May your money flow like a river. Hi, King, you good? You ate today?
And I will say this is good, because this is bringing out the gold diggers. Fellas, if you find yourself fucking meeting somebody on Instagram or talking to her, and you see your woman in these comments, you see a woman that you interested in these comments, stay far away. This is not the woman for you. Clear as day. This is just gold diggers. What I feel is though, women that want to just be financially taken care of, they don't want to do nothing else in life. They just want to be with a man that got hella money, just so they can just fucking leech off him the rest of their life. They don't gotta break a nail. They don't gotta work hard. They don't gotta worry about anything, because the nigga is taking care of it. That to me, that's a gold digger. Because the moment it starts with because if that nigga was to lose his finances, if that nigga was to lose, he go from making 6 figures to 5 figures for one season in his life. She's gonna look at him different. She's gonna treat him different. Oh, this is not what you introduced me to. You didn't introduce me to struggle. You introduced me to you just having it like that all year round. So what is happening? I need to go find the next man that's having it all year round. This is how they look at you, like a fucking money bag. They look at you like a bag. And you can't sit here and tell me that the women in these comments aren't thinking like that. They can't.
Only type I date. I know some soldiers in here, they want to spend that on me. His inbox has to be going crazy right now. Yeah, I'm never settling till I find the one. My sugar pop is all the way in Canada sending me money. They're literally eating this shit up. And you see, these pander bears don't just come leading with money. They also have other tricks. There's other archetypes. There's other categories of pander bears. Not all of them sell this financial fantasy. Some of them use enticing words. For example, like Medusa's Judgment. His whole thing was painting men out to be these evil beings that were just irredeemable. And I genuinely feel like with him, he targeted a very specific audience. Women who were probably leaning towards being misandrous. Because no one besides a misandrist or a woman who's been severely traumatized by men would subscribe to an idea like this.
If you was to ask a man if he would rather be in the woods with the woman or with the bear, he gonna say a woman every single time. And do you know why a man is gonna say a woman every single time? He got free reign.
And the reason why that,
but it's like, what the fuck is that? Like, like I'm not trying to rant. I'm not trying to rant too much. Like, this is like this shit is, and like I said, you gotta be able to differentiate the internet for reality. But a nigga like this pops up on my feed and he says, if a nigga is stuck in the woods between a bear and a woman, which one would he choose? That's I wouldn't even listen to the video that long, because that's just retarded. It's retarded. Look at the nigga that's making the video. Let's look at him. I'm not watching a video that long with a nigga that look like this and says, if a man is has a choice to be in the woods between a bear and a woman. Like, y'all platforming these dumbasses who just get on here and say dumbass shit. Like are we serious right now? A video like this has 9,800 likes and 1,600 comments. Like, he's getting likes, he's getting engagement. Like, society, it just goes to show you, stupidity runs the world. People are dumb, and it irritates me. Like, I try not to let it, but it irritates me that stupidity like this is what we choose to platform. Is what we choose to boost in the algorithm. This is what we're choosing. This is our, like, come on, gang. Like, come on.
Do you know why a man is gonna say a woman every?
He had to combine 2 videos from other people's stitches because all his original content was deleted. He was banned from the TikTok platform. But back to the clip though, this guy really tried to make the point that the most important reason, the number 1 reason why a man would choose to be with a woman in a forest instead of a bear is because he wants to essay her. Not because, you know.
And that goes to show you where his head at. That's what he thinks about. Keep in mind, this is a man making a video saying this is what men would do. No, nigga, this is what you would do. You're telling on yourself.
The bear is a wild animal that has claws and fangs and weighs several hundreds of pounds. A literal killing machine. But all that aside, it also says so much about his audience that he thinks he could post something like this and his audience will buy it. Like, I'm genuinely concerned about the survival skills of the women who tuned into him, believed the things he said, and didn't see any red flags. Because a lot of times when a guy just seems too perfect, when he has all the right answers, that's the guy you should watch out for the most. Because that means he has a perfect read on you. That means he understands your psychology. He understands how a woman's mind thinks and functions. And that's exactly what puts him in an optimal position to manipulate you. And you know, luckily he got exposed because his ex-girlfriend got online and did a 3-part series.
And it's like that nigga got 301K. That means it's 301. Some of them is bots, duh. But that nigga has a heavy majority of people that subscribe to hear him talk every day. Like, you know what I'm saying? They follow him and they want to listen to a video of his every single day or whenever it pops up on their feed. Like, theoretically, let's just say it's a real amount of 301,000 people that want to listen to this nigga talk. Like, see?
He's exposing him
going
for
backwards.
who he truly is.
He comes into my room and he's holding my roommate's 3 kitchen knives, large kitchen.
Alright, I'm off this guy.
Like,
I don't give a fuck about this dude. I don't care about this dude.
You gotta
He should have never signed up for it. You didn't make him hop in your DMs or stop you from what you was doing to ask you.
And let's take a quick look at the comments. Amen, amen, amen. Exactly what I need to hear. Put this on his motherfucking.
My bad for jumping around, but I ain't like, we had a 20-minute marker and this is still a 24-minute video. So I'm probably not gonna finish it, but I want to get a decent amount of the video reacted to for y'all.
Damn For You page now.
And no man plays the victim better than the one who caused the damage. He'll dysregulate your central nervous system and then claim you always disturbing his peace.
Some of y'all ain't gonna like this, but ghosting the girl who did nothing to deserve it is emotional abuse.
Yo, the sad.
And the thing is, these niggas don't be wrong. Like, I ain't really hear him say nothing wrong, but my whole thing is, as a man, why are you so against men? As a man, why aren't you uplifting your, like, as if you're a man, you should know that it's hard for the average man nowadays to just fucking exist. You know what I'm saying? Women aren't choosing you. Women aren't, you know what I'm saying, jumping out their skin to be with you unless you are fucking top 5% earner in the world. You know what I'm saying? Like, this is why are niggas so against men? Everybody's just against the average man. Everybody. Like, it's crazy. You shouldn't be making videos that are truthful and uplifting everybody, especially men, because you are a man. You shouldn't just be fucking dedicating your platform to bashing men for other women, to just be in your comments on your dick. Like, that's, to me, that's loser shit. It is. It's loser shit. If I'm in this for the growth of people, I'm in this for the growth of people, not for just women to bash other niggas in my comments because they agree with what I'm saying about other men. Like, that's weird. Your videos are about other niggas. Why are you worried about other niggas to the point where you want female validation from it? Why?
Music in the background is killing me, bro.
Never underestimate how fast a woman will cut you off for making her feel like she's begging for your love.
I'm convinced bro literally works out to get a pump before he makes his videos, bro. I genuinely would not be surprised if he does that.
Her anger ain't even anger. It's built up hurt. Because women don't just wake up angry.
Brother.
They slowly drown in ignored feelings.
And you know this because what? You woman? You female? you know this from what? Are you speaking from female experience? Have you been a bitch before in your past life, to where you can hop on IG and make these videos and speak from a woman's perspective? Like,
until that emotion erupts.
And then we got these hurt women in the comments trauma dumping. Then they call us toxic after taking us for granted. That line about ruining my mental health to stay a little longer hit me hard. Exactly. Yo, whose grandma is this? He did everything he promised he wouldn't. Another grandma. The moment she becomes silent after all the time when she was angry, that's the moment when she is done and ready to let it go. And here's the kicker. This guy literally cheated on his wife. You cannot make this shit up, bro. Talk about right message, wrong messenger.
Okay, so part of the recovery process where we were in the program for infidelity and all that is discovery. And in discovery, it's like we've trickled out a lot of information. Now it's time to go to level 0, ground zero, they call it. And so he had to make a list of women, so everything that he could recollect, and there was nearly 100 women on there.
I genuinely don't know when women are gonna learn that these pander bears, these guys who are selling these fake fantasies and have these enticing words, will 99% of the time just be frauds. I think nowadays women are so caught up in this idea of finding a man that will secure their financial future, of finding a provider, that they would actually buy into this type of delusion. They want to believe so bad that this ultra wealthy man that has life figured out, that's perfectly chivalrous, is a provider, protector, is just gonna magically choose them out of the bunch and only have eyes for them. because somehow they're so special and different from the hundreds of thousands of other beautiful women. I'm sorry to break it to you, but that's not how things work most of the time. And if you grew up a Disney kid, that's basically the Sophia the First, Cinderella, fantasy fairy tale storyline. But that's the thing, it's a fairy tale fantasy, meaning the shit is so unlikely to happen that it's fantastical. And for anyone wondering, fantastical literally means imaginative, remote from reality. And look, again, there's nothing wrong with having high aspirations, but this sort of mindset becomes harmful, becomes a detriment when you have young women thinking like this and upholding this sort of standard for themselves.
How much a man gotta make for you to take them serious? How much a month? Over 6 figures a month. I was just about to say, yeah, she's high maintenance, y'all, so I'll do over 6 figures a month. I'll take a shot at that.
Unfortunately, a lot of young...
I'm not gonna lie, I'm losing brain cells listening to this. If you want to see the rest of the video, 4D shams, you know what I'm saying? Like you said, the Pandering male epidemic. I'm losing brain cells, gang. I ain't gonna lie. Like people are so out of touch with reality. You know what I'm saying? So out of touch with reality. And it's crazy because the internet is slowly becoming reality. It slowly is. Like I said,
look up to these bird brain.
You need to learn how to use your discernment, learn how to differentiate the real from the fake, the pandering from the you know what I'm saying, the people speaking the truth, because us as a society is only gonna get worse if we keep platforming dumbasses, if we keep having people believe this harmful ideology that is very detrimental to human society. Sooner or later, we gonna have to look in the mirror, and it's gonna be soon. It's gonna be real soon. If you enjoyed the reaction, it's your boy RushMoreRick. I'm trying to make videos for y'all every single day. Like, comment, and subscribe. Like, comment, and subscribe. Interact with the channel. You know what I'm saying? We gonna grow this shit organically in the right way. If you here and you rocking with me, I'm rocking with you. We out of here.